Hey, what is up, mortals? It's KiChanVA here with a new video for you. Welcome to part 4 of What If Deku Was Taskmaster. I just wanted to greet you guys by saying sit back and relax, you're in for a treat. So we begin. Today was Izuku's first day at UA, and he had just met his homeroom teacher, who decided to get straight to business. Change into your gym clothes now, and meet me outside. The students went to the locker rooms, changed, and went to the field per the teacher's instructions. All right. Today we'll be conducting a Quirk evaluation. Softball, toe touches, standing long jump, 50-meter dash, side-to-side jumps, upper body training, and grip strength. All the stuff you did in middle school, but now you can use your quirks. Bakugo, he said, pointing at his student. How far could you throw a softball in middle school? 67 meters. All right, now do it with your quirk. Kostaki took a ball, stepped into the circle, and threw it with all his might whilst firing off an explosion as he shouted, "Die!" I want you all to get creative with your quirks and find where your limits are. That's the first rational step on your road to becoming effective heroes. A device in Aizawa's hand beeped as he held it to his students, 705 meters. Mina Ashido perked up in excitement.
Getting to use our quirks actually sounds kind of fun.
This irritated the teacher as he responded. Fun, huh? Okay then. Whoever finishes last will get expelled. The students opposed the teacher's decision, with Uraraka contending.
We all worked so hard to get into UA. You can't expel us on the first day. It's just not fair.
Too bad. Are villain attacks fair? Or how about natural disasters? The point of a hero is to combat unfairness. If you're just going to whine at every obstacle you face, may as well give up on your dreams now. The teacher's words were harsh but carried some truth. The students stopped complaining and proceeded with the assessment. Once they were done, Aizawa tallied their results and turned on a holographic projector that displayed the students' rankings based on their performance. Mineta had placed last, and standing next to him was Hagakure, who jumped for joy since she had just barely finished ahead of him. But she quickly stopped, realizing that her celebration was ill-timed. Mineta broke into tears and was about to plead with the teacher for another chance, but the teacher didn't let him begin. All right, look over your rankings and results. Change back to your uniforms and head back to class to look over the details about the overall curriculum and such. Oh, yeah. I was also lying about expelling you. Aizawa flashed a devilish smile as he explained. That was a rational deception to make sure you pushed yourselves. Most of the students were in utter shock, but Momo wasn't surprised. Of course it was a lie. It really didn't take much to figure that out. The others were annoyed by the fact that she didn't bother to share this information with the rest of them, but decided to let it go. Izuku looked over his scores and saw his placement. 6th, huh? Nice.
Great work, Izuku.
You too. Getting in the top 10 is impressive. You got a high score in the entrance exam too, didn't you? I think I remember seeing you in the top 5.
Oh yeah, I got 3rd. 73 points, I think.
You're seriously amazing. The two continued to talk as they walked toward their locker rooms to change before heading to class. The rest of the day went by, and it was finally time for the kids to head home. Uraraka saw Izuku standing outside the entrance to the school as though he were waiting for someone.
Is something wrong, Izuku? How come you aren't heading home?
I'm waiting for someone, he says, looking at his phone.
Who's that?
My friend. We came to UA together.
So you're both gonna be heroes? That's so cool!
No, she's a support course student.
Are you heading to the station after this?
Yeah, I am.
Then how about I wait with you?
No, you don't have to.
I don't mind. Besides, I want to meet your friend too. What's your name, by the way?
Mei Hatsumi. 30 more minutes passed and Izuku was getting a little restless. I'm sorry about the wait. I don't know why she's taking so long.
Maybe we should go check on her.
They agree on this and go find Mei. She said she's in class H1, so... Oh, here it is, he said, arriving at the girls' class. I wonder if these guys are still in class, but it's way too late. Izuku's sentence was cut off as he was caught in an explosion that blew the door open.
Izuku, are you okay?
Don't worry about it. I'm kinda used to this kind of thing, Izuku said with the girl lying on top of him. Hi, Mei.
Hi, Izuku.
Mei said, getting up and helping the boy to his feet.
Sorry about that. You're Mei Hatsumi? Yep. And yeah, I don't know who you are. I'm Ochiko Uraraka.
She said, holding out her arm for a handshake.
Izuku said you two were friends, so I wanted to meet you.
They shake hands as Power Loader interrupts them. Hatsumi, I told you to be more careful. Oh, hey kids, do you need something? No, we're fine. I'm just waiting for Mei. For half an hour. Izuku said, glaring at Mei.
Sorry, I lost track of time. Just let me clean up before we go.
Okay then, I'll help you.
Me too. Thanks.
Once they were done, the three said goodbye to Power Loader and walked home together. This video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN allows you to change your IP address, making it harder to track, and it secures your privacy. In addition to providing safe passage through the web, you can also expand the reach of your favorite streaming services like Disney+. If you are from the United States, you won't be able to watch any of the MCU and Sony Spider-Man movies. But by switching your location to Japan, you can access them whenever you want. Check out the link in the description to get 3 extra months when you purchase the 12-month subscription plan that costs $99.99 a year. This deal is for a limited time. Thanks to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video. The next day came and Izuku, Mei, and Uraraka arranged to meet and walk to school together. Once regular classes were done, it was time for Hero Basic training. I am walking through the door like a hero. The class let out a cheer for the #1 hero and he proceeded to give them instructions. Hero Basic training is meant to take you through various drills that help you develop into the best possible pro heroes. Now then, no more dilly-dallying. All Might said as he pushed a button that triggered various shelves to emerge from the wall. As per the request forms you filled in before being admitted, here are your hero suits. Hurry up and change for today's drill. All Might said before pausing to build the suspense. Battle training. The students went to suit up and met up with All Might.
Hey, Izuku.
Uraraka said, waving when she spotted the boy whose hero suit was composed of a dark blue suit, golden mask, and a blue shield with an orange tee, an orange utility belt with varying gadgets, and an orange sheath for a sword, a blue and yellow quiver filled with green arrows, a white hood, white cap, white gauntlets, white gloves, and white boots. Hi, Uraraka. Wow, your suit looks really nice.
Thanks, but it's a little tight. I probably should have been more specific on my form.
All right, kids, it's time to start. Our battle training will consist of 2-on-2 battles where we split into villain and hero teams. Villain teams will hide inside this building and protect a bomb, and the heroes will wait outside for 5 minutes to strategize before trying to either capture both villains using capture tape or securing the bomb to win. The villains win by either capturing the heroes or running down a 10-minute time limit. Any questions? I have a question, sir, Ida said, swinging his arm in the air. Why are battles indoors? Yesterday, our homeroom teacher helped us test the limits of our quirks. So wouldn't fighting outdoors allow us to properly push those limits without restriction? Great question! Most people believe that villain battles primarily occur outdoors. But in reality, most battles, especially those against crafty villains, occur indoors. This is to prepare you for such scenarios. With the question answered, the students began to draw lots to choose the teams. Izuku was paired with Fumikage Tokiyami, and Bakugo and Ito were the villain team. All right, both teams. Collect your earpieces and maps of the building and prepare your strategies. Good luck! Okay, Tokiyami. Before we strategize, we should share our arsenals. I'll go first. My quirk is photographic reflexes. It lets me remember and perfectly copy any action I see with the exception of actions I'm not physically capable of performing. I used it to master multiple martial arts and can use it to memorize people's fighting styles. I also have a shield, sword, some trick arrows, and other gadgets in my belt in case my skills won't cut it. Wow, that's quite a skill set. I mostly rely on my quirk, Dark Shadow, and focus on long-range attacks. That makes sense. I could tell from yesterday. It's incredibly versatile and powerful. You could probably win this on your own. You overestimate me. Bakugo would be my undoing. Really? Dark Shadow gets stronger in the dark and weaker in the light. That's why I have a cloak. To let him rest mid-battle during the day. The light from Bakugo's explosions would gradually chip away at my strength if I failed to finish him off quickly. That doesn't matter. You just hang back and I'll take care of him. Are you sure you can do that alone? He seems formidable and, for lack of a better word, unhinged. That's exactly it. I don't follow. His anger often gets the better of him. So, him working well with Ida is unlikely. The way I see it, there are two outcomes. I've thought of plans for both. I'm all ears. First scenario, they split up and I take down Bakugo alone before we double team Ida. Second scenario, Bakugo tries to run off on his own, but Ida tags along. In this case, Bakugo is most likely to be the one in the lead. So I'll attack him immediately, take him out of the fight, and quickly neutralize him while you hold off Ida. And then I hop back in to help you finish him off. My battle will be easy, since I have a perfect grasp on how Bakugo fights. There's nothing he can do that I won't see coming. So for you, there's no need to take chances against Ida. With his speed, it's likely for him to slip past Dark Shadow and knock you out. We can't let that happen, because a 1-versus-1 fight between Ida and me is an automatic loss. Unlike Bakugo, I know nothing about his way of fighting. On top of that, I have a feeling that he's related to the pro hero Ingenium, so we can assume his quirk provides him with comparable speed. He's definitely the one we have to be careful about. So as long as I can keep him occupied, and you beat Bakugo quick, victory is assured. Simple as that, Izuku said, holding up his arm for a fist pump, which Tokiyami reciprocated. As this happened, Tokiyami's eyes fell to his sheathed sword. Since we have our plan laid out, would you mind if I took a look at your sword for a bit? Oh, sure, Izuku said, pulling out his blade and handing it to him. Just be careful with the edge. It has a toxin on it. Interesting. A Honshu broadsword with a more modern spin on its classic design. Its tactical engineering is sleek but rugged, a difficult balance to achieve. He stopped himself as he noticed Izuku staring at him. You like swords too? Izuku said excitedly. Yes. Apologies for rambling. No, it's fine. Did you notice the thermoplastic rubber on the hilt? I specifically requested for better grip, and it has great weather and chemical resistance. Yeah, and the steel guard and pommel were a nice touch too. The two continued to discuss things related to swords, and their planning time finally ran out, and it was time for them to enter the building. All right, teams. I hope you have a solid strategy in mind because it's time for the battle training to start. Izuku and Tokiyami put on their earpieces they were provided and made their way inside, with Izuku taking the lead as per their plan. As they carefully sneaked through a hallway, a question popped into Tokiyami's mind and he whispered, How are you so familiar with Bakugo anyway? Are you two old friends? We've known each other since we were 6, and no, I'm not friends with that jerk. He's been tormenting me from the moment I met him. I'm glad we get to fight so I can pound his face in. Upon sensing the very obvious aggression, he placed a hand on Izuku's shoulder and pulled him just hard enough to stop his movement. Seeing as you two have a history, wouldn't it be best that I face him with you, so I can keep you in check if your emotions begin to cloud your judgment? Relax, Tokiyami. Unlike him, I... Die! Bakugo shouted, launching a surprise attack at the two. The hell was that about pounding my face in, you damn Deku? You'd better not get cocky! Behind the smoke cast by the explosion, Izuku quickly hurled his shield at Bakugo's head. He barely dodged before Izuku emerged from the smoke with incredible speed and connected with a brutal left hook that sent Bakugo wobbling back in pain. Like I said before I was interrupted, I can control my anger. Izuku let out a smile behind his mask and got into a battle stance as he said, You've got nothing to worry about, so just hang back, Tokiyami. I'll make this quick. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now there are a few more things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials have got you covered. Our We the Celestials, My Hero Academia, and Naruto What If channels retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist. Check it out if you're interested. Secondly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, then I'd like to extend you an invitation to join the team. The only caveat being that we only accept members from 16 years and up to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interest by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We're always looking for members to join us. Well, that's it from us for today's video. I'm KiChanVA, and this is We the Celestials, so thank you all for watching, and have a great day.